You wanna know who I am? Folks call me the Bone Man. Ain't my real name, but it's the one that stuck tonight on Requiem Radio. We're taking a ride through funk, fear, and the darkest groove ever pressed to vinyl. Back in the golden days of soul and sweat, the Ohio players laid down a track called Love Rollercoaster. But somewhere in all that fire and rhythm, a woman screamed. Some say it was just a sound effect. Some say she died. But everybody agrees. Once you hear that scream, it never stops. Buckle in, baby. This here's the scream on the roller coaster of love.
The year was 1975. The Ohio players, funk pioneers, were in the studio laying down tracks for their next album, Honey. The vibe was hot, baby. Sasha, dangerous. The song Love Rollercoaster came out of that session. A track that rocketed up the charts, full of energy and raw sexuality. It had everything: pounding rhythm, funky guitar, hypnotic vocals. But somewhere in that track, just past the 2-minute mark, there's something else. A scream, high-pitched, terrified, very, very real. Some say it was the model from the album cover, Esther Cordet. You might remember that image, honey dripping down her bare body, lips parted in what looked like pain or pleasure. The story goes, during the photo shoot, she was burned badly, real honey heated for effect, scalded her skin. Furious, she burst into the studio while the band was recording. There was shouting, a scuffle, then that scream. They say she was killed, that her final breath, her final plea was captured on tape. And instead of erasing it, the producers left it in, buried behind the groove. A ghost sealed in vinyl. Of course, the band denies it. They laughed off the rumors, called it an urban legend. But not everyone laughed. The sound engineer working that night quit the business, moved to Montana. Disappeared for years. When he resurfaced, wandering in the snow outside Bozeman, he was incoherent. One witness said he just kept repeating, "She rides the roller coaster every night, and she always screams right there at 2:32. Audio engineers have tried isolating the scream, slowing it down, playing it backward. Some claim you can hear words like, "help me," or worse, "let me go." Others say the scream isn't just in the song anymore, that late night DJs have seen flickering lights, glimpsed figures in studio glass, heard the scream outside the headphones. One producer tried sampling the scream for a remix. He never finished the track, never left his apartment again. They say there's a curse that follows the scream, not the song, not the record, the scream. Because love isn't just a roller coaster, it's a trap. It climbs with laughter, drops with fear, and somewhere in the middle, someone has screamed, but no one hears them in time, except you. So next time you play Love Roller Coaster, listen closely, and try not to scream.
been listening to Requiem Radio, where music bleeds into the supernatural. And that was the scream on the roller coaster of love. Now some folks still say that scream's nothing but a myth, just studio static, a sound effect, a funky little accident. But those same folks never tried listening after midnight and never heard it whisper through their headphones, or echo in the hum of an old record player spinning in the dark. That woman, she's still riding, baby, still screaming. Not out of rage, not even pain, just caught in the loop. The ride never stopped, the track just goes on. And we, you and me, we just keep pressing play. Ain't gonna be no more tonight. Y'all rest easy. And don't let the dark drive you home.